Hello everyone, welcome to Alpha Education. Today I will discuss about Civil Service Examination previous year question paper of Economy 2019. In the first question, they are asking that in a given year in India, official poverty line are higher in some states than in other states because before solving this question, we have to know what is poverty line. Got it my point? So, poverty line, it is the minimum expenditure that is required on day-to-day basis. Got it? If if poverty line is 32 rupees per day, if any individual is able to spend this 32 rupees per day, they are called APL. If they are unable to spend this 32 rupees, they are called BPL. Okay, so this one is the concept of poverty line. So as per this concept, what will be the answer? B will be the answer, because they are saying the price level vary from state to state. Yes, this one is the reason. So that is why the poverty line are higher in some state than in other states. Got it my point? So this one is the answer. B will be the answer. Next question. Among the following, which one is the largest exporter of rice in the world in the last 5 years? They are asking about the largest exporter of rice. Okay, so if you go through the data, then you can say that India's share in world export of rice in recent year, mean 2014 to 2018, then you can see that the India's share in world export of rice is 25 to 26%. Similarly, Thailand stand here 22 to 25%. Vietnam position is 13 to 16%. So India stand in first position, and Thailand stand in second position, and Vietnam stand in third position. So what will be the answer? Answer will be B will be the answer, means India. Okay, next question. So service area approach was implemented under the purview of Integrated Rural Development Program, Lead Bank Scheme, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guaranteed Scheme, National Skill Development Mission. What will be the answer? Answer will be lead bank. Why lead bank? So before choosing the option, we have to know the what is called lead bank scheme. What is lead bank scheme? In 1969, this concept came into force. Okay, so they are saying that let A, B, C, D. Suppose A, B, C, and D. Are four banks are operating in a particular area. Okay, in a particular area. If A captured majority of market, then it's called lead bank. Got it my point? If in a particular area these four banks are working. Okay, A, B, C, and D. If A captured majority of market share, then it is called lead bank. This particular lead bank has to ensure that certain services will be provided to the population which is present in this area. Got it my point? Means this particular lead bank has to ensure that certain services will be provided to the population which is present this area. Get my point? The scheme which was implemented to ensure this was called as lead bank scheme. The scheme which was implemented to ensure this is called lead bank scheme. Under the concept of lead bank scheme, we had a concept called as service area approach. Do you understand my point? This one is so that is why the option will be B will be the correct answer. Got it? Next question. 63. Consider the following statement. Most of the Indians' external debt is owed by governmental entities. No, this one statement is totally wrong. All of India's external debt is denomination in US dollar. No, this one is not because this can be rupees, dollar and others currency. Other currency it could be happened. So 1 and 2 both the statements are wrong. So what will be the answer? Answer will be D. D will be the answer. Okay, and here the not government entities, this one will be private entities is capturing majority of share, majority of external debt. But it may not government entities. It will be private entity. So okay, so D will be the answer. Next question. Which of the following is not included in the assets of a commercial bank in India? Assets in banking system. Suppose say this one is the bank. Here some deposit are coming to bank and bank are giving loan to someone. Got it my point? So all the deposits is the liability of bank. And these assets and the loan and advances, this one is the assets of the bank. Got it my point? From here bank getting income. Okay, if they get income, then they can return the money to the depositor. Okay, after a particular time period. So that is why all the deposits are counted in bank liability. Okay, and loan and advances are counted in assets of the bank. Got it my point? So here the options are number 1 advances. They are asking what? They are asking assets, or say assets of the bank, assets of a commercial bank. So advances, yes, this one is the assets of a bank. Deposit, not, this one is not the asset, this one is liability of bank. And number 3 investment. Yes, so yes, this one is one thing is that they are saying not included. This one is not included. And investment, yes, this one is included in bank assets. Money at call and short term, yes, this one is included in bank assets. But only deposit is a part of liability of bank. This one is not asset. So what will be the answer? Here B will be the answer. Next question. In the context of India, which of the following factor are contributors to reducing the risk of a currency crisis? Currency crisis. 4 statement. So before solving this question, we have to know currency crisis. What is exactly currency crisis? Currency crisis. Currency crisis, whenever there is sudden depreciation of domestic currency by 15% of its value, it is called currency crisis. When uh, when suddenly depreciation of domestic currency by 15% its value, it's called currency crisis. Okay, so number one statement one, what they are saying, the foreign currencies earning of Indians IT sector. Yes, this one is the correct statement. Why? Because if when IT sector sell its services to the foreign market, he will receive dollar, then sell dollar in market and purchase rupees. So rupee will be appreciated. Okay. So this one could be a measure. Okay, because they are asking that which following factor is a contributor to reducing the risk of currency crisis. They are reducing because value of the rupee is appreciated, so it is saving the fall of rupee, means depreciation of rupee. So first statement is correct. And second statement, increasing the government's expenditure. Increasing the government expenditure, no, this one is not correct, because if government expenditure is more, then rupee will be automatically depreciate. This one is, so that is why this one will be wrong. And in third statement, remittance from Indian abroad. Yes, this one is correct, because remittance from Indians abroad, same logic will be here. Uh, dollar will be come to in India, then this dollar they can be sell in India, then they can sell the dollar and purchase rupee, then rupee will be appreciated. So this one is a factor. Okay, so what will be the answer? The answer will be 1 and 3, means here what will be the answer? C will be the answer. Got it my point? Sorry, B will be the answer, 1 and 3. Okay, because 1 and 3 is correct and second one, this one is wrong. Got it my point? Next, 67. Which of the following is issued by registered foreign portfolio investor to overseas investor who want to be a part of the Indian stock market without registering themselves directly? Okay, so they want to invest in India, they come to India, and that time they have to register. But in the case of, they have to maintain QIC like their documents. So to, but they are, if they are not interested to register here. Okay, so instead of registering, they used to go FII. Okay, then in that case, he, there they submit their rupees, and on behalf of this particular foreign depositors, FII, okay, will purchase stock. Okay, and and if they get profit, then they will give to the particular investor. And in between time, FII issue receipt. You can say this one is one kind of receipt. What is it? It is nothing. It is a participatory note. It is called participatory note. Got it my point? Next question. Consider the following statement. Consider the following statement. Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board is the first regulatory board set up by the Government of India. Set up by the Government of India. Number 2, one of the tasks of PNGRB is to ensure competitive market for gas. So this so in first statement they are saying that Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board is the first regulatory body set up by the Government of India. Yes, this one is correct statement. Okay, and one of the basic tasks of the PNGRB is to ensure competitive market for gas. So sorry, one second, sorry. In first statement, what will be the answer? In first statement, they are saying Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board is the first regulatory board set up by the Government of India. No, this one is wrong. Because before establishing this one, Government of India established lot of regulator. Okay, so this one is the not first one. This one is not first regulator. Okay, so first statement is wrong. And in second statement, one of the tasks of the PNGRB is to ensure competitive markets for gas. Yes, if any kind of regulatory, this one must be an initiative of a regulatory body. Second statement is correct. And in third statement, appeal against the decision of PNGRB go before the appellate tribunal for electricity. Yes, this statement is always correct. So what will be the answer? 2 and 3 will be the answer. Means here it will be B. B will be the answer. 2 and 3. Got it my point? Next. Plan which of the following statement is are correct? Okay. Statement what they are saying regarding 5-year plan. This one is actually abolished. Okay, because Niti Aayog come to force this planning is not actually happening, but in this place Niti Aayog brings another plans 3 year 15 years like that plan. Okay. So here what they are saying in first statement, from the second 5-year plan there was a determined thrust toward substitution of the basic and the capital good industries. From the second 5-year plan there was a determined thrust toward the substitution of the basic and the capital good industries. This statement is wrong. Okay, and second statement, fourth 5-year plan adopted the objective of correcting the earlier trend of increased concentration of wealth and economic power. Yes, this one is the correct statement. In third statement, in the 5-year plan, for the first time, the financial sector was included as an integral part of the plan. This statement is again wrong. So what will be the answer? So answer will be only 2 will be the answer. Means here what will be the option? Option B will be the option. Only 2 is the correct statement. Next question. What was the purpose of intercreditor agreement signed by the Indian bank and financial institution recently? Okay, so before solving what is exactly called intercreditor agreement. Got it? Intercreditor creditor agreement. Okay, so so what is the purpose of the intercreditor agreement? Got it my point? Intercreditor agreement. Intercreditor agreement signed by Indian bank and financial institution recently. So, what is intercreditor agreement? So, this question is based on concept of Project Cecil. Project Cecil. Okay. Project Cecil. To take this project is what is the purpose of this project? To take to to take care of stress assets in the banking sector. To take care of stress assets in the banking sector. Okay, stress assets in banking sector. Okay, so here let a person took a loan. Suppose if a person take a loan 300 crore. Okay, 300 crore or more, whatever, 300 crore, he took 300 crore rupees from three banks, like that SBI, like that ICICI, okay, like that IOB, Indian Overseas Bank, okay, like that three banks. So entirely these three bank come to an agreement together called consortium lending. Consortium lending. Okay. Together these three banks loan are called consortium lending. Okay. And highest loan given bank is called lead bank. Lead bank. Suppose SBI gave 200 crore. Okay. And ICICI 70 crore and IOB 30 crore. 30 crore, 70 crore and 200 crore. Okay. So what is the highest amount? Highest amount is 200 crore. So this bank is called lead bank, and together the lending of this amount, the entire amount is called consortium lending. And lead bank come to a agreement, and this lead bank, suppose here SBI come to an agreement with another banks, means ICICI and IOB, Indian Overseas Bank. Okay, so this one is called intercreditor agreement. What is my point? So actually this one is the concept came to in India to take care of stress asset. Okay, so before solving this question we have to know two to three things. First, what is the project Cecil? Under what is the purpose of project Cecil? To take care of stress asset in the banking system. Okay, and second things is what is the consortium lending. Suppose here SBI, IOB, Indian Overseas Bank and ICICI. Okay, this bank SBI gave 200 crore loan to a particular person, and IOB gave 70 crore to the same person, and ICICI gave 30 crore to the same person. Okay, so together they gave 300 crore loan to this particular person. Okay, and this type of lending is called custodian lending, and highest loan given bank is called lead bank. Here highest loan given bank name is SBI. What it? SBI 200 crore. So this bank is called lead bank, and lead bank came to an agreement with another bank. This lead bank came to an agreement with another bank. This one called intercreditor agreement. Okay. So through this they can recover the stress asset and take care of stress asset. In first statement, what they are saying, to lessen the government of India's perennial burden of fiscal deficit and current account deficit. This one is wrong. First statement is wrong. And second statement, to support the infrastructure project of central and the state government. Wrong. And third statement, to act at independent regulator in case of application for loan of 50 crore or more. Wrong. To aim a faster resolution of the stress asset of 50 crore or more which are under consortium lending. Yes, this statement is correct. And under project Cecil there are 5 initiatives, and this one is one of the 5 initiatives is this one. Okay. So what will be the answer? Answer will be D. Next question. 33. The chairman of the public sector bank are selected by chairman of the public sector bank is selected by Bank Board Bureau, RBI, and Union Ministry of Finance, and last one, management of the concerned bank. Okay. Here you have to focus on this word selected. Okay, in that case answer will be Bank Board Bureau. What will be the answer? Answer will be Bank Board Bureau. Okay, because if selected then it will be Bank Board Bureau. If appointed then Government of India. Okay. So through this concept, what will be the answer? Answer will be A. A will be the answer. Okay. So under Indradhanush, you know about Indradhanush scheme. Okay. Under Indradhanush, 7 reforms in banking sector, and one of the reform was Bank Board Bureau. There are 7 reforms in Indradhanush scheme, and one of them is Bank Board Bureau. Okay. This one is the part of this one. Okay. In Indradhanush scheme, there are a lot of reforms are done here. There are 7 reforms, and one of them is Bank Board Bureau reform. Okay. So there are 2 components you have to remind. In the case of selection, it will be Bank Board Bureau. This one is similar to UPSC. Okay. Selected by UPSC candidate is selected by UPSC, means IS aspirant, IPS aspirant is selected by UPSC and appointed by Government of India. Got it my point? Similar cases here. So to solve this question, we have to know two things. First, and what is Indradhanush scheme? Under Indradhanush scheme, 7 reforms were come into force. Okay, and Bank Board Bureau reform is one of them, one of the 7 reform. And second things, in the case of selection, it will be Bank Board Bureau, and in the case of appointment, appointed, it will be Government of India. Got it? So what will be next? 77. Which one of the following is not a sub-index of the World Bank Ease of Doing Business Index? Ease of Doing Business Index. Okay. Ease of Doing Business Index. Ease of Doing Business Index. What is it? Ease of Doing Business Index. So, ease of doing business is, this index is prepared by World Bank. Okay, this index is prepared by World Bank. Okay, and here there are 10 parameters are there. There are 10 parameters. First one is first first one is resolving insolvency, enforcing contracts, trading across border, paying taxes, protecting minority investor, getting credit, registering property, getting electricity, dealing with construction permits, starting a business. Starting a business. So this 10 parameter is the best to making ease of doing business index. Okay, so you can see that maintenance of law and order, maintenance of law and order. Yes, this one is the uh, one of the parameter. And in B, paying taxes, paying taxes, paying taxes. Yes, this one is sorry. They are saying the not sub index. Sorry, not. Due to this not, the answer will be what? Answer will be 1, because maintenance of law and order. Maintenance of law and order. This one is not part of ease of doing business. Paying taxes. Yes, it is the part of. It is the parameter of a ease of doing business. Registering property. It is the part of doing business. Dealing with construction permit. Yes, this one is the part of ease of doing business. So what will be the answer? Answer will be A. Just see here, this word not is very important word, because lot of candidates are doing this mistake, and that is why they are not selected. So be careful at the time of reading of question. Got it my point? So what will be the answer? Answer will be A. Next question. Economic cost of food grain to the Food Corporation of India is minimum support price and bonus paid to the farmer. Plus, here question is asking about economic cost of food grain to the Food Corporation of India. Okay, economic cost of food grain in Food Corporation of India. So in that case, FCI, economic cost of food grain. Economic cost of food grain including MSP. Yes, MSP. Then warehouse charges plus transportation plus distribution. All the things are included in economic cost of food grain. What is my point? So here question is that what they are asking exactly? They are asking about the economic cost of food grain to the Food Corporation of India is minimum support price and bonus. Okay, they are saying that economic cost of food grain. Okay, economic cost of food grain is MSP plus bonus plus what? They are asking this question mark. Okay, so here in first question, transportation cost only, interest cost only, procurement incidental and distribution cost, and procurement incidental and charges will go down. So economic cost of food gain, including FCIs. Economic cost of food gain is equal to MSP plus warehouse charge plus transportation plus distribution. So these two, MSP and warehouse charge, these two are included. These two together called procurement incidentals. Okay. So here first option, transportation of transportation cost only. No, this one is not included. Not included. Sorry. This one is not correct. And interest cost only. This one is wrong. And procuremental incidentals and distribution. This one is the means procuremental incident MSP plus warehouse charge and distribution D. Not this one. Okay, because T is missing. Okay, and D, procuremental incidentals and charges and procurement incidental and charges or go down. Taken na? So procuremental incidentals. So procuremental incidentals and charges and go down. So here you can see that this one will be your correct answer. Why? Procuremental incidentals means MSP plus warehouse charge and distribution cost. Distribution cost means D. And T, transportation. Okay, yes, this one is correct. And procurement, in fourth statement they are saying that procurement incidentals and charges on go down, I think. Charges or go down. So they are saying that procurement means MSP and warehouse charge, and they are saying that procuremental incidentals and go down charge means the go down charge is included in procuremental incidental, right? Because what is procuremental incidental? MSP plus warehouse charge. This one is a procuremental incidentals. Okay. So they are saying procuremental incidentals and charges of go down, because charges of go down is included itself in procuremental incidentals. So this additional charges on go down is not required here. So what will be the answer? So answer will be C will be the answer. Procuremental incidentals plus distribution cost. What is my point? So next question. Consider the following statements. Purchasing power parity, PPP, exchange rate are calculated by comparison the prices of the same basket of goods and services in different countries. Here this one is correct. This one is correct answer. And second one gives in term of PPP dollar, India is the sixth largest economy in the world. Not. This one is wrong. Because why? Because in PPP, in term of PPP dollar, India is the third largest economy in the world. India is the third largest economy in the world in term of PPP. What exactly it is PPP? Okay, I am saying that. What exactly? PPP. It is purchasing power. PPP is the PPP, purchasing power parity. This one is the comparison of quality life. Okay. There are 5, you can say, if you say 5 apple, the price of 5 apple in USA, this one is 50 rupees. And in the same 5 apples, the price of same 5 apples in USA is $1. okay, in USA. So this one is actually, so this statement is saying in statement number 1, purchasing power parity exchange rate are calculated by comparison the price of the same basket of, same basket means same basket of goods and services in different countries. Here the price of 5 apple is 50 in India, and in USA this one is $1. So first statement is correct. And the second statement, in term of PPP dollar, India is the sixth largest economy. No, in term of PPP dollar, India is the third largest. India is the third largest economy. And in the case of market exchange rate, market market exchange rate, India is the sixth largest economy. Okay, so second statement is wrong and first statement is correct. So what will be the answer? So what will be the answer? Answer will be 1 only, means A will be the answer. A will be the answer. Next question. With reference to the Kharif crops in India in the last 5 years, consider the following statement. This is a very tough question, I think, because we have to study the entire data. Then you can solve this question. So, what will be the answer? First statement, they are saying this area under rice cultivation is the highest. Yes, this one is correct statement. Area under the cultivation of the jowar in more than that of sugarcane. Not, this statement is wrong. And third statement, area of the cotton cultivation is more than that of sugar. More than that of sugar. This statement is correct. Area of cotton cultivation is more than the sugarcane. Yes, this one is correct. And the fourth statement, area under sugarcane cultivation has steadily increased. Steadily increase. This statement is wrong. Okay. So what will be the answer? 1 and 3, means A will be the correct answer. Next question. And basically I will recommend you in examination hall, if you know the entire data, then attempt this question. Otherwise just skip this question, because this question is need lot of data, and basically in 70 to 80% people don't know the entire data. So if you attempt this question, there is a possibility of negative marking. So I think it will be uh, rather than better to skip. Okay, next question. among the agriculture Among the agricultural commodities imported by India, which one of the following accounted for the highest import in term of value in the last 5 years? Obviously, you can say that this one would be vegetable oil. Obviously, okay, it will be vegetable oil. Okay, what will be the answer? Answer will be D. Which of the following is not most likely measure the government or RBI takes to stop the slide of Indian rupees? Here you have to know the slide of Indian rupees. Slide of Indian rupees. Okay. So in 86, question number 86, slide of Indian rupees. Just read the question. Which one of the following is not? Okay, not. Just remember, just see the word not. Okay, not likely measure to the government by RBI take to stop the rupee slide of rupee. Okay, slide means depreciation. Slide means depreciation of rupee. Okay, so in the case of first statement, what they are saying, curbing imports of non-essential goods and promoting export. Yes, if we stop importing non-essential goods, there could be possibility of uh, possibility of appreciation of rupees. So this one could be this one is a possible one. Okay. And in second statement, to curbing the slide of Indian rupee, if we curbing import of non-essential goods, then it is helping in appreciation of rupee, because if we import less, then we have to pay less. Got it my point? So this statement is correct for appreciation of rupee. Got it my point? But question is another. Question is not most likely the measure, and I will explain in the end of this question. Okay. Encouraging Indian borrowers to issue rupee denominated masala bond. Masala bond. What is masala bond? Masala bond. This one is a offshore instrument. Huh? Indian go to foreign market and issue these securities and collect money, and they collected money in the form of rupee, not in dollar. Okay, they collected money in the form of rupee, in the form of rupees, not in the form of dollar. में नहीं करते, इसमें लेते, इसमें they are collecting in the form of rupee. This one is called masala bond. Yes, they are saying that encouraging Indian borrowers to issue rupee denominated masala bond. Yes, this one could be, you can say this one could resist the sliding of Indian rupee. Yes, this one is, it could be happen. It could be happened. This one is correct. In the case of to resist the appreciation of Indian rupee, this two statement is correct. And in third statement, they are saying that easing conditions relating to the external commercial borrowing. External commercial borrowing. What is external commercial borrowing? It is the same type of instrument, but in the case of collecting rupee, this one in the form of dollar, not in the form of dollar. In masala bond, they collected money in the form of rupees, and in the case of external commercial borrowing, they collected in the form of dollar. Okay, so here you can say that external commercial borrowing in dollar, infuse dollar into the domestic market. Yes, if you issue external commercial borrowing, okay, through this instrument, you can infuse dollar into the domestic market. There is a demand for the rupee, then rupee appreciated. Okay, if dollars came to the market, then there is a demand for the rupees, then rupee will be appreciated, obviously. So this statement is helping to resist the slide of Indian rupees. Okay, and in fourth statement, following an expansionary monetary policy. Expansionary monetary policy is related to growth, not slide of rupee. This one is, this statement, expansionary monetary policy, this one is related to growth. Got it? Not this one is related to slide of rupees. So this statement is totally wrong in the case of slide of Indian rupee, to resist the slide of Indian rupees, because this one is not associated with that. But in question, all the A, B and C, all the three statement is supporting to resist the slide of Indian rupee. But here question is asking that which of the following is not the most likely measure. Not So this one will be the answer. Got it my point? So next question. Now consider the following statement. The RBI recently, the RBI recent directive relating to storage of payment system data, popularly known as data dictator, comment the payment system provider that first one is what is first one. Actually, this question is based on data localization. Data localization. Localization. Got it my point? Data localization. Okay. Here in this question, their first statement is there. They shall ensure that entire data relating to the payment system operated by them are stored in a system only in India. Only in India. So through the first statement, you can say that yes, this statement is correct. Why? Because the concept of concept the in the concept the basically concept of this this one is the concept of data localization. Here they are saying that Visa, Mastercard to store the financial related information data in India. They give direction to store the financial related information data in India. Okay, so in India, so that is why this statement is correct. Okay, and in second statement, what they are saying, they shall ensure that the system are owned and operated by the public sector enterprises. They shall ensure that the systems are owned and operated by public sector enterprises. No, this one is totally wrong statement. They shall submit the consolidated system audit report of the CAG of India by the end of the calendar. No, this statement is again wrong. Why? I am saying this statement is again wrong because of system audit report has to be conducted and has to be submitted itself. Means RBI itself. Means itself. Okay, audit has to be they have to conduct the audit by itself, means RBI itself. Okay, not CAG. That is why this statement is wrong. So second statement wrong, third statement wrong, so first statement is correct. So what will be the answer? Answer will be A will be the answer. Next question. The money multiplier in an economy increases with which one of the following? Increase in the cash reserve ratio. Increase in the cash reserve ratio. No. Second, increase in the banking habit of the people. Yes, this one is the one of the initiative. Okay. Another reason. And third, increase in SLR. This one statement is wrong again. Increase in the population in the country. Increase in the population in the country. This one is again wrong. So what will be the answer? Answer will be B. So what is exactly money multiplier? Money multiplier, actually what they are doing, suppose RBI printed a 100 rupees note, 100 rupee note, 100 rupees note. Okay, so suppose I am a person. Okay, I have this 100 rupees note, and I go to bank and submit this 100 rupees in bank. Okay, I am submitted this 100 rupees to bank. So what they will do? They 90 rupees. They will 90 rupees they can lend. Okay, and 10 rupees they have to be kept as a reserve. Okay. Similarly, second time this 90 rupees again came into a banking system. Okay. In that case, similar type. Okay. Bank again kept 9 rupees, 9 rupees as a reserve, and they lend what? And they lend 81 rupees. They lend 81 rupees. So you can see, that here, out of 100 rupees, out of this 100 rupees, bank is generating 100 first time. Okay, 100, and in that case, sorry, similarly second time 90 rupees. Okay, and 9 rupee as a reserve. Similarly, third time this process is ultimately going on. Mean, out they are generating 190 rupees. Out of they are generated 190 rupees against 100 rupee. Got it, my point? So what will be the money multiplier? Money multiplier will be 190 by 100. So out, so they are generating 190 rupees credit, okay, through this 100 rupees. So what will be the money multiplier? Money multiplier will be 1.9. Okay. So through the money multiplier, bank can generated credit. Means they can do one thing, credit creation is happening here. So that is why what will be the answer? So answer will be B, and B will be the answer here. Got it, my point? Next. Okay, sorry, this one is the, I think, end of the discussion of civil service examination 2090 previous year question paper of economy. If you satisfied, then like and subscribe my channel and share it to others. Thank you for watching this session.